Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
Here's the expansion for Champions of Midgard. You're going to see on the side of here, you're going to have the Dark Mountains and Valhalla. This is the Kickstarter version. I'll show you what's inside both of this. But the point of this box, and it doesn't say Champions of Midgard on the front at all, is so you can fit the entire game in this box. Only thing I have in this box right now is the expansion. You're going to see a little board here that you will see. There's some very nice artwork on here. None of this gets in the way because you will be placing cards on top of it. You will get a little promo instructions of what to do with the promos. You have an instruction booklet for the Dark Mountains. It kind of tells you how that works. You have the Valhalla expansion. This is the boards and little punch outs that you would get. I've actually played a friend's copy more than my own. Here are the extra tiles you'll have, and you'll punch all of these out. These will be new chits you're going to be using when your dice die. You're going to get a new market stall that you'll be utilizing. I got some of the promos, which I'll crack open and show you. We do have some stickering to do, it looks like. We have some new player boards. Now these will match what comes in the original, but it gives you 4 new characters to play with new abilities. We'll take a look at those. We will get another board where we go to fight the Berserkers. This is where they'll be put at. And you're going to see you're going to get a whole bunch of new upgraded components, some new green dice. We're going to get a hero boards that will come in this one. But mostly I wanted to show you this, more dice and more cards, is the organization of this. So this should be big enough to hold everything you're going to get for Champions of Midgard so far. So now we're going to take a look at the Dark Mountains rulebook. Now mine come all together in the expansion box, so some of the pieces are all kind of put together. But I'm going to show you what you get. You're going to get 12 green archer die. That's going to be in this one. I'm going to get some favor tokens and some little bits that came with mine. I got some extra little bits. I'm going to have 2 additional scoring markers and enough meeples and whatnot to play with these. I'm going to get some more wounds. Included is going to be a new ship. Now this one has a capacity of 4. It costs 1 coin. It gets 2 victory points. So there will be a new ship. Now, this one's placed in a 5-player game, but it'll be a new ship for the 5th player that will be included. We also get scoring chits that allow us to go over 100 and 200 points, 1 in each of the colors. The 6 colors in the game that we'll be able to utilize now. So the first thing to do is get an upgrade of the beggar. This is going to be a permanent inclusion. It will give you the 1 marker, and you get 1 choice of whatever you want. So that can be pretty good for people. Then we're going to have some new ones, a couple of economic and a military. Let's take a look at these. The roving rangers, you give up a coin and a wood. You're going to get a red and green die. Here is Gossip. So you're able to get rid of one of these and give it to another player. And then this one, Wandering Monk, is going to give you a favor token. If you'll notice, this one is used with 3+, the Gossip. So that'll give you a couple extra little places that you can go to and either put in the game or randomly put in the game. We also have the inclusion of the green die, which is a ranger die, which is pretty cool. This tells you can get 2 food when you do that. And there'll be some misses and some hits on this that you're kind of normal and used to. Now you're utilizing this with the new board and cards that you will be getting. Now this board's going to play, it's kind of like the monsters that you're used to. So when you journey here, you will have usually things that require coins. So pay 2 coins or quit. You will have an all clear. Let's take a look at some of these. So you have an all quiet. Pay 1 coin to gain a dice, that's optional. Lose 1 dice, all quiet. There's an avalanche, you're going to lose 1 die. 3 victory points and pay 2 or fight. So a lot of these are going to require money. And what you're going to have at this location are these Berserker cards. And these Berserker cards are going to be ones that you fight. And they're a lot of times going to give you green dice. You can see they give you some victory points and some green dice. And they're going to work exactly like the other ones with the defense and the way they hit you. But the main inclusion is this is going to be how you get the green dice. These don't count as Draugrs or Trolls or anything, but you know, they come in different colors. Also in this set, we'll get a couple new Sidra Draugr, and you'll have a red, yellow, and blue that will come in. And he gives you 1 negative at the start of each round of combat, so he can be pretty nasty to fight. We're also going to get a few monsters, new monsters that will come in. Cave Dwellers and Mist Walkers. Slays all who roll hits, so you will automatically kill people. Slays all who roll blanks. So these are going to be pretty nice. This will kind of give you a little bit more variety with the monsters, and as far as I'm concerned, just shuffle these right in. We will also get 3 new Trolls, which are Troll Lords. And then the glory or the negatives work a little bit differently, where you can give it to anybody down here and you get the wood per normal, and 3 and 3s across the board. So you get 3 new Trolls. You also get some new rune cards here. So we're going to get Awareness, which is worth 3 glory. Look at the top 3 cards of either journey deck, place them back in the order of your choosing. You can add a player discard. Clone the effect of a face-up rune belonging to another player with a supply. Gain glory for each hit rolled when hunting. So that's what you're going to get there. You also get a new market stall board that you can put those new market stalls on, and depending on the number of players you have, you can add them right on here. This will just kind of go right under here and add to the board. As a fan of Champions of Midgard, I was looking forward to the new expansions that were coming out, and now I'd like to talk about the Dark Mountains. The Dark Mountains, I feel like, is the lesser of the two. I do like the Valhalla expansion more, and if I only had to pick one, I'd probably go with that one. With that said, the Dark Mountain expansion is really strong. I like the addition of the new monsters that give you the green archer dice. That green archer dice can be used to fight. It also makes your food production better if you roll a certain thing on it. If you use it to go out and get food, you can get twice as much. Now, what this really does, this expansion, it makes coins more important. So where you'd go out and fight the monsters before, you had to pay that food. Now it's the coins that you'll be paying a lot more of. And it makes them a little bit more important in the game, where before they had some importance, but that food was really important. Now the coins are. It gives you something else to go after, so you're not constantly going after food. You can kind of spread that out. And these new monsters are really neat. Most of them are going to give you the green die. That can be super nice to get, but also gives you some other options to do on the board. If somebody takes a ship, you know, you're not always kind of stuck or plugged out of what they're doing. It opens up the board a little bit. So it's probably better with more players as opposed to a lower player count. This expansion also gives you the additional black player. So it allows you to play with an extra player, which this board is bigger now, right? So it's going to give you that because of the expansion. I think it's going to work best with 4 or 5 players. I think if you 3, it's just a matter of decisions you'll be making. The board is a lot more open. But I think it's a really, really strong expansion. And just because I think the Valhalla one is better, I don't really want that to take away from the Dark Mountains. This one is really, really good, and I think that you're going to enjoy it. This one feels more of the same. It gives you a different option with the coins as opposed to changing things up too much. It does fit in right very easily with the base game. And I think this one, even though I don't feel like it's as good as the Valhalla, is much easier to slide in with new players, because all you're doing is giving another option to go fight a monster. If they understand the monster fighting and the food, which is already on the main board, they're going to understand this one uses coins. So I don't think that's going to be a huge addition for players to understand if they have trouble understanding, you know, our modern games. With that said, I think this expansion is an absolute keeper. If I had to pick one, I'd probably pick the Valhalla expansion. But I think you can easily add this one in, and I think you're going to be very happy with expansion. Great Fox has just blown me away with how good the system is. I look forward to everything they put out, and I'm looking forward to see what they do next with Champions of Midgard. This is a keeper. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel, lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else,